Good morning, students. In this lecture, we will discuss important topic that is public speaking. So, in this topic, we will discuss the introduction of public speaking and tips to develop the art of effective speaking. So, let us begin with this topic, public speaking. Let's discuss introduction first. Suppose Students, suppose you are a final year student and you have been asked to address your juniors. Suppose you are a final year student in a college and you have been asked to address juniors, your junior students. What do you do? Then, in such a situation, what will you do? Do you straightway go to the podium and start speaking without any prior preparation? So, if you are a final year student and you have been asked to address your juniors, what will you do in such a situation? Will you go straight forward to the podium? Podium means platform uh, that is made for the speaker to stand there. Will you go there and start speaking without any prior preparation? No. For all such occasions, you need to prepare well before you start addressing others. So you can't address without any prior preparation, and you need to prepare well before speaking uh, before a large group of people. Preparation is one of the features of public speaking, which relates to addressing a group of people on such formal occasions. So, preparation means preparation before speaking anything is one of the features of public speaking, which relates to addressing a group of people on such formal occasions. Public speaking, like any other professional task, requires planning, preparation, and perfect execution of ideas. So, before speaking publicly, like any other professional task, public speaking requires planning, preparation of the topic, and perfect execution of ideas. The expression of ideas in a perfect way. All these are important parts of public speaking. All this requires a lot of hard work and patience on the part of the speaker. So, speaker must have patience to express his ideas on a particular topic, and he must have done hard work upon that topic. Before discussing the essential features of public speaking and learn the ways to make it interesting, purposeful, and rewarding, let's understand other modes of addressing a large audience. So, before discussing the essential features of public speaking, let's discuss uh, different modes of addressing a large group of people, that is called audience. So, the first way or the first mode of public speaking is storytelling. Passed on to humans through generations, storytelling has always been regarded as a wonderful tool to communicate with others. So, storytelling, it has always been regarded as a wonderful tool to communicate with others. Regardless of our academic qualifications, each one of us has some storytelling skills But in order to be an interesting storyteller, this skill needs to be sharpened to create an impact on the listener. So, without any need of academic qualification, all of us have some storytelling skills. But in order to be an interesting storyteller, this skill of storytelling needs to be sharpened to create an impact or effect upon the listener of that story. Though apparently a routine, everyday activity, storytelling helps us develop our imagination, creativity, and expression. It also develops our powers of description and narration and teaches us how to be captivating in our expression so as to engage the audience in an interesting and imaginative manner. So, though apparently a routine, everyday activity, storytelling helps us develop our imagination because when we tell any story to others, we create many things by our imagination power. So, this skill develops our powers of description and narration and teaches us how to be captivating in our expression, how to be good expressive, so as to engage the audience in an interesting and imaginative manner. Since making the audience listen is a challenging task, storytelling can build in us the essential capability to hold the audience while we speak to them. So, uh, a speaker should be very expressive or effective. Only then the listeners can have patience to listen to him or her. Besides these, it also equips us with the skill of appreciating others. Through effective storytelling technique, we gain more confidence and self-esteem, as well as learn to empathize with people and enjoy the world of simplicity. Stories can be very long or very short, but regardless of its length, it should be relevant and interesting to hear. So, stories can be long, they can be short, but length doesn't matter. Story, what matters actually is that story should be relevant and interesting to hear. Now, let us learn a few tips for developing the art of effective storytelling. First is, before beginning to narrate a story, look at the audience with a welcoming smile and bright eyes. So the expressions on your face should be positive. Means before beginning to narrate your story, look at the audience with the smile on your face and brightness into your eyes. Try to create an atmosphere like casting a good spell. Set the scene for your audience. Start with the time, place, and weather of the story. So, create an atmosphere and try to create an effect upon your audience. Next is maintain proper volume and bring adequate modulation. Your volume, when you begin telling a story, your volume should be perfect. Next is involve yourself with the task wholeheartedly. Begin to live the characters and situations to intend to describe or narrate. Your storytelling uh, should should be by your heart, means wholeheartedly. Begin to live the characters. When you tell a story to someone, it should be as if you are living the characters or the situations which you are telling to the audience. Use facial expressions reflecting the feelings of the imagined characters. their nature or personality. Means your facial expressions should match the imaginative characters. Use some of the techniques employed in the role play exercise with proper dialogue delivery. Means your dialogue delivery should be perfect. Vary the speed, pace, and volume of your voice where appropriate. Make your voice melodic and interesting as per the situation, helping the audience feel involved with the characters. So, wherever and whenever needed, try to change the speed of your storytelling pace and volume of your voice. Next is speak more slowly and loudly than normal so that everyone can hear. This will help you keep them attuned to your story. Your voice should be slow and loud according to the situation in the story. This will help you keep your audience attuned to your story. Means it will make your story interesting for the audience. Use your hands, shoulders, and body as much as you can to show the shapes of objects, scenery, actions, and feelings. Use mime and gesture to paint the story like a picture. So, when you tell a story to the audience, use your hands, shoulders, and body to show the shapes of objects, scenery, actions, and feelings. Means try to paint the story like mimicry, like a picture. While narrating the story to kids, use other sounds. For example, weather sounds like wind or rain sounds, explosions or rustling sounds, animal sounds, emotional sounds such as sighs, sobs, yawns, etc. So, when you tell a story to the kids, use other sounds. For example, weather sounds like wind or rain, explosion, rustling sounds, sounds of animals, sounds which express emotions such as sighs means deep breath, sobs, yawns means ubasilena. So leave a space between your words or sentences sometimes in order to create an atmosphere of suspense and anticipation. Whenever you tell a story, leave a space between your words and sentences. And in between those times, the audience will be filled with suspense and they will anticipate that what will come next. Collect stories from magazines, books, films, videos, TV, and people besides your own experience and imaginative. So, when you tell a story, you can collect stories from magazines, books, TV, films, or people around you, or from your own experiences and imagination. Next is since storytelling helps us improve our comprehension, adds words to our vocabulary, develops language and expression, and increases confidence. Read humorous, witty, suspenseful, and well written stories, plays, novels, and descriptions by authors such as George Orwell, Oscar Wilde, Catherine Mansfield, R.K. Narayan, Leo Tolstoy, or Rabindranath Tagore, Somerset Maugham. Besides the classics by Charles Dickens, Jane Austen, William Shakespeare, G.B. Shaw, Prem Chand, etc. So, when we tell a story, it adds to our vocabulary. It develops our language and expression. It increases our confidence level. So, to develop such skills, we should read humorous stories, witty stories, suspenseful or suspicious stories, plays, novels written by all these authors. So, students, all these are the tips which can develop our art of effective storytelling or our art of effective speaking. So, in order to develop our this skill of public speaking or storytelling, that is a part of public speaking. We must keep in mind all these tips. We must keep in mind all these tips which are given here. So students, try to learn and learn all these tips. So watch and listen this video. Today we have covered this uh, some part of public speaking. Tomorrow we will continue with our next lecture. Thank you. Thank you very much.